Imagine standing in a city where the old and the new collide every single day, where crowded neighborhoods press up against glass towers, where traffic jams run alongside new highways, and where the call to modernize competes with the weight of tradition. That city is Addis Ababa, a capital in motion, a place that feels like it's being rebuilt in real time. If you walk through Addis Ababa today, you'll notice a city in the middle of change. Construction cranes, new roads, and bustling development zones all point to an urban landscape that is rapidly evolving. At the heart of this transformation is the Corridor Development Project, a large-scale plan to reshape how people move, live, and work in Ethiopia's capital. In areas such as Kazanchis, old neighborhoods are being replaced or redeveloped through partnerships between the government and private investors. The goal is to build modern housing for middle-income residents while at the same time opening up space for business districts and pedestrian-friendly zones. Wider roads are being laid out, walkways are being added, and the city is trying to bring order to the dense, sometimes chaotic layout that has grown over the years. But development in Addis Ababa isn't only about housing and roads. The city has also become a hub for major conferences and international summits. This year alone, Addis is set to host the second Africa Climate Summit, as well as a series of large expos that touch on agriculture, construction, and trade. These events don't just bring visitors, they also bring attention, funding, and sometimes even infrastructure upgrades. But of course, they also put pressure on the city. More traffic, more demand on hotels, and more strain on public services are often the immediate side effects of such large gatherings. Another challenge the city is tackling is its water supply. Addis Ababa's geography means it faces both extremes: long dry spells that reduce available water, and sudden heavy rains that overwhelm drainage systems. In some neighborhoods, people live with water shortages, while in others, flash flooding has become a recurring problem. City officials are beginning to plan emergency measures and invest in new infrastructure to balance these extremes, but progress is still uneven. And then there's the question of public spaces. Despite being home to over 5 million people, Addis Ababa has long struggled with a lack of accessible parks, plazas, and green areas. For many residents, especially those in crowded neighborhoods, there are few places to walk, relax, or gather. Recently, however, the city has started to address this. New plazas and playgrounds are being built, and more green spaces are planned for the coming years. These are not just cosmetic upgrades, they're seen as essential for improving the quality of life, strengthening community bonds, and even reducing urban stress. All of these efforts show a city that is both ambitious and under pressure. Addis Ababa is trying to position itself as a modern African capital, one that can host global events, attract investors, and provide better services for its residents. But at the same time, it faces the daily realities of rapid population growth, limited resources, and the difficulties of balancing old traditions with new demands. The future of Addis Ababa will depend not only on building new infrastructure, but also on maintaining it, keeping the roads clear, ensuring the housing remains affordable, making sure water systems actually work, and protecting the green spaces from being swallowed by more construction. For now, the city is on a journey full of both promise and struggle. And for anyone living in or visiting Addis today, the sense of change is unmistakable.